right, y'all. So Cardi and Nicki have been throwing wild, like really wild insults at each other. But Nicki, Miss Tweet and Delete, she seems really off her rocker to me. Like, wow, it was your son's birthday and you're like full out dragging over an album that you was not even really mentioned in. Like the same thing happened with Hiss when Megan said Megan's Law. And I was like, why didn't Nicki just let people think that Megan was talking about Drake with that line? Like, it would be really easy to just shut up, right? Nicki literally hopped online and claimed all those bars, right? So it was crazy. Like, I get why JT is crashing out about this, new Cardi album. I get it. And if Bia was crashing out, I'd understand because they had entire songs dedicated to them on that album. But Nicki didn't get a diss track from Cardi at all, and yet she's still acting like this. It's very weird. It's very weird.
Y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I am. Adrienne, I be in the cut. I sizzle with your man. Don't be mad at me because he recognized the brand.
Way back in 2018, I put out the first book in my Zoraxia series. I'm so excited to let you all know that the sequel to that book, Zoraxia, The Vengeance of Cold Wind, is out now. Anywhere you get your ebooks and audiobooks, you can find it there. I'm talking about Amazon, Audible, audiobooks.com, Google Play. Like, it's all there. Also, you can go to www.zoraxia.com to purchase it directly from my site. Check out my series, check out the first book, and make sure you get the second book because it's out now. I'm so excited.
All right, y'all. So this is coming from Complex. Nicki Minaj is responding to claims made by Cardi B during their late night spat on social media. During their dispute on Monday night, September 29th, Cardi accused Minaj of going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce from all them perks scrambling your eggs. And just keep in mind that Cardi B was responding to Nicki making digs at her pregnancy or whatever. So she was just like, oh, you talk about my pregnancy? Well, then let's get into some tea. And then Nicki Minaj fired back at Barney B. Now, girl, this is the picture that Nicki Minaj put up to represent Cardi B, aka Barney B. And then Cardi B responded right back with a picture of Nicki Minaj's predator brother in a pink wig. It was a mess last night. Do you hear me? It was a mess. So she was just like, well, I've never seen or spoken to a fertility doctor in my life. And she was, Nicki Minaj was like, is I'm the one sleeping with Trade while hubby is effing Sweetie and taking my big, I cannot believe she said big gooey hole for alimony. Big gooey hole? Referring to, of course, Cardi's boyfriend, Stephon Diggs, and allegations that Offset and Sweetie had hooked up off to cheat. It wouldn't be surprised. That kind of revelation or non-revelation wouldn't be surprising to me. What else did she say? Is I'm going to be sued when the queen show her medical records to the courts? I'm like, oh my gosh. The lawyer's gonna have Barney be homeless within 36 months. Praise God. I love this addition of praise God added on to the end because this is really what y'all do. Y'all hope y'all pray for people to be homeless. Y'all pray y'all praise Sky Daddy over here. Y'all pray for people downfall. Y'all see people's downfall and be like, oh my gosh, they deserve this. Sky Daddy said so. It's so funny. Anyway, lucky we eating cake right now, she added. Minaj then took aim at Cardi's personal life and parenting, writing, Barney B, I know you don't know this, but some women plan their pregnancies, you dirty Heineken. I mean, she just goes in. She just goes in. See, you done sold your soul. You made a pact, but you lost. And she brought up Sky Daddy. That's one of the things, the most twisted people you heard about. They gonna put white Jesus, they gonna put Sky Daddy in their idiocy. They're gonna put it there. And you have to ask the question, why so many times does it fit so perfectly in the idiocy? Anyway, she continued, I was pregnant for my first love, got married the next year, got pregnant for my soulmate on purpose. You see, Barney, we planned it. And I'm just like, you really sitting there with somebody who's on the list talking about we planned it. See, you see, I'm better than you. here. She was like, you are about to shrivel up and die inside. She didn't just say die. She said die inside to a pregnant woman, right? Like, she know what she's doing. She's like, you call black women monkeys and roaches. Now people will call your daughters monkeys and roaches. Anyway, so I think it's very interesting, right? That in one of her tweets and deletes, Nicki Minaj called Cardi's kids or culture or whatever a roach and a monkey, right? I think she said it's about culture or something. While she's on here acting like she really cares about the fact that black women are being called all these names, they're being called all these monkeys and roaches. Girl, you're the one who's doing it. Like, girl, you're the one who's doing it. So after Nicki talked about culture, Cardi came back talking about your son is slow. Look at what your rotten P word done produced because you couldn't put down the joints. It was a mess. Like, y'all, it was disgusting. They were going back and forth, girl. Shortly after, Minaj posted a second message explaining that although she had never personally experienced infertility, she didn't believe it should be used as a drag. I'm like, girl, please. This girl telling us what should and shouldn't be used as a drag. Nicki Minaj telling us what should and should not be used as a drag, please. She's talking about until you know the pain, until you know the women who are actually living with that pain, blaming themselves. We could only imagine and pray for them, love them, uplift them. Like, girl, that don't even sound like things that you like to do. Love them, uplift them. Nicki Minaj, please. Please. Cardi responded moments later, writing, girl, it's your son's birthday. Why are you on Twitter dedicating essays to me? For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese. And I'm like, sister, Cardi, why are you telling her to go someplace you know she can't take her man? You telling the family to go to Chuck E. Cheese and you know they can't go there. Is he allowed to even be in 100 feet of these buildings? What are you talking about? Go to Chuck E. Cheese. They tried. Cardi was like how you pressed over an album you ain't got hit in or mentioned in. Her feelings hurt because I ain't paid her no attention. That's really the tea. She mad y'all gunning for her sales and y'all, they trying to comfort, the corporation's trying to end, they trying to comfort me. It's like, okay, grandma, just go on to bed. I ain't paid her no attention. You haven't even cut your kid's cake yet. My God, it's 6:00 in LA. You must have took your first line of the day. And then she just goes on talking about, your daddy was a druggie and your brother was assaulting his stepchild. It was just, they went back and forth, y'all. They went back and forth. Nicki talking about, rebuke Cardi B music. It's evil spirits trapped in there. If it's evil spirits trapped in Cardi's music, it must be entire civilization of demons trapped in yours, girl. What are you talking about? If it's evil spirits in Cardi B's music, it's a whole planetary galactic civilization of demons in your music, girl. What are you talking about? So yeah, like I said, I could understand JT right now. She all or at least last night, yesterday, she was all over Twitter, girl. She must have been listening to Magnet 100 times. She must have been listening to it. Like, I can understand JT be getting on, but Nicki, girl. Like, and then Cardi made this tweet like, girl, I'm not even your peer, girl. You should be comparing yourselves to what? Taylor Swift, Drake, all them girls. Like, you should be doing that instead of, like, what? I don't know, whatever this is. Whatever this is. And then you got these crazy stans, like, egging it on. Like, no, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Trending, it's starting to give Azalea where you trending for mess instead of music. If your fave's Eminem, mess and not the music. And it's so sad. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Also, Zaraxia.com if you want to sink your teeth into some Black queer fantasy. Love y'all so much and make sure you have a good evening.
And a hater, double dealing. Y'all know who I am, Adrian. I be in the cut, I sizzle with your man. Don't be mad at me because he recognized the brand. Don't be mad at me, that nigga acting